everyone, how's it going? It's Serpentvisionary Oracle here doing a quick check-in to see how your game of life is going. There's been quite some intensities that showed up last week with all the planets going retrograde, and I wanted to see what is going on. So I always go to the magic reading table to do this. And today I'm casual attire, my frumpy t-shirt. This is Aliens Brewing Ayahuasca. I got my t-shirt from DMT World on Instagram. So speaking of Instagram, if you've been tracking my collective readings, I've been doing these since fall, really tracking what's been going on before we manifest this really big opportunity and door and connections are coming our way. And like I've been saying, winter has not been a time of rest. We've been moving, lots of movement has been going on. People have been moving locations, really doing deep deconnective work, detachment work from people that you just need to let go of in your life, or habits, environments, jobs, chicken shits, all that stuff. So this is the last leg of the race. It seems that we're having some intensities going on. So I have 4 piles here. I may choose a pick a pile here. Let's see, let me get the objects ready. Speaking of hits from the bong, sounds pretty good to me. So I'm going to make this a pick a pile deal here. So while I'm grounding before I give the reading, know that the $40 readings are up and the special changes in February, which I'm going to be changing a few things with the channel. Not here on the channel, but I'm going to start a Patreon account here for the Serpentvisionary Oracle channel. So I can use a lot more of these sex type decks. So I'll be starting one of those channels there so I can work with the sex and sexual cards more, and along with, you know, the wands. All right, let's get some objects for this card here. So it's very simple. Get in touch with me through email, or if you have Instagram, Serpentvisionary Oracle, DM me for one-on-one readings. These readings are not pre-recorded, so they're not email, pre-video. It's done one-on-one. Then I get to see you, and you get to see me. And I like sharing the objects with you and the cards with you, because you may see things that I don't, and that may mean more of a personal this will be a general, and yeah, one-on-ones are very detailed to you. Let me show you what we're looking at. There's a lot of repeats coming through the table, so I know the consistency, that's pretty good. So here's number 1, or first choice, and it's paired with a beautiful, very stunning, beautiful amethyst. It's the biggest amethyst on my table. Here's number 2, and again, this guy shows up again, and it's upside down. The third choice is the Bumblebee Jasper with this gorgeous piece that looks like an eyeball. I don't know if I can capture how that looks through the light. It shows up 3D, like really cool. I know I gotta clean my bong. I know. And then the rainbow bracelet here is the fourth pile. Let's see what we get. See what comes up on the table. Excuse the sinuses, let me clear them before I begin. It's like going through the intensities, you know, after you come down, like from the adrenalines and the chemicals that are released during the intensities in our bodies. There's another calm here again, so I'm feeling calm, more so than I was when I really started tracking this last week. Let's do card one here with the Amethyst. Oh, I like this dude. Is the Fire Garden, and he's about igniting your passion. So how's your game going? My passionate ones. Let's do them with the deck, because there's many, many deaths going on still. And with many deaths, there's all these new birthings of all kinds of yummy good things. I'm feeling very inspired here. So how your game is going is that your passion continues. You haven't lost sight. You're very calm, even though you're in fire mode with passion. And everything seems to be a more balanced. Of course, you got the amethyst, the stone of peace here, yeah. And you're just like, you know, you are clear. You're ready to receive. You feel that most of the things in your life are balanced for the most part, and other things are remaining in mystery, and you're okay with that. It's kind of a very big step here for your game, because it takes a lot to surrender into that, because we want it to look a certain way. We want it to turn out a certain way. Well, it's going to turn out, but what I've been seeing a lot lately is bigger than. Yeah, this dude on this angel dude, you know, he's like very, for a fire element, right? But he's pieced out, and it makes sense because it has the amethyst on the top. How is your game going? Okay. This is hitting home, and okay. So below the fire element here of passion and the fire garden and that piece of self that's getting all yummy. But below it is the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Now, this is not traditional tarot. My magic table has very interesting ways of relaying messages and stories of the cards. And plus, with the fire guardian on top. Wow. It's beautiful. It's kind of like, I dare you to come through this path. I dare you. Dares, challenges, risks, they do something to us type of passionate people. It's like a green light, even though it's like, well, it could turn red anytime, that green light. It could even turn yellow. And fuck it. You may run through the red light. But do you dare come through this path? Do you dare, will you keep on standing for what you believe in, what you're about? And these are people that are saying, yes, I'll take nothing less. There's no, not like tolerate, but, you accept something lower than, or you put up with just a little, or, there's none of that. You've worked really hard or been through a lot to get to where you are right now. And you're like, this place that I have within myself, there's only certain people that I will allow to come in. These are the people that, even though it hurt, the heart space area felt very sad. You did it anyway for your well-being and for your own advancement forward. Not easy, but you stand strong. And you can look back at your work and say, that was worth it. So all that you put in, so your game is going nice and strong, keep going. You've put it in. I'm going to show you the images. So, yeah, you really meant business here. You have the Queen of Swords. Let me show you the images. Okay. Card number 1, leading the pack with the Amethyst, is the Fire Guardian. Igniting that passion. See, like he's a fire dude, right? But look how pieced out he is. This dude has been ablazing, and there's medicine in his sash of where he's going. I like the fact that this angel is tattooed. And he wears some pretty nice jewelry. This is a really funny vibe because, cards they have a sense of humor with me because, come on, it's not all that serious, But things are balanced. There's more ease here in the fire. There's lots of peace here. This is the path I was telling you about. If you were asked to go through there alone, see, what you don't see is behind this cliff, or maybe it's not a cliff. Is your heart willing to go through what you did, and you did? It's done. It may have residuals, When we're dealing with things of our heart space, that level, that's a very not easy area to mend or heal. Everyone has their own pace, and their own way of dealing. Look at her sass. Kiss my ass. I did the work, Queen of Wands. She's so cute. And she's looking back like, you know what? That's right. I put the work in. I deserve it. All these deaths, all those people under you, all the stripping, all the deaths you've gone through. Amazing. I'm so proud of you, Queen of Swords. Speaking your mind, not taking less than. Keeping on path and track, even though you know, little side mushrooms in this forest, or maybe a dark spirit here too. You made it through. I'm very proud of you. So your game's going well. Keep on. Keep on with the peace. Keep on with your groundedness and your belief. It's almost soon to fly. Movement's going on, people. Movement's going on. We have this little... Oh, shit. Jesus. I think this is the Jesus card. I think this is the Jesus card of the deck, man. You're going to love this, like, really groovy yoga pot smoking Jesus in this card. And it's interesting that I'm getting male imagery for the cards, the main card here, the main, how's your game going, your gift. Perhaps you're my teachers. Or my comedians, one of the two. There's beautiful, beautiful. There's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Okay. Let's get some cards to match Jesus here. So if you were drawn to this 10, the skeleton 10, this one has a lot to say. Yeah, every time I just want to do like this little mini, you know, no, just let me do it. A repeat card. That's also come up in previous readings lately. Okay. Repeat card. Oh, my teachers. It's okay. My bleeding hearts. In this box, I swear. Oh my God, let me get some water and let me sink it in here. Us teachers are, you know, the ones that you're, like, if you're being really called to teach, whatever kind of teacher you are. I mean, if I think of a teacher, I think of someone that I'm learning and expanding from, that has opened my eyes to something new, and I'll always have it and always remember it for the rest of my life kind of teachers. There's very few. Because in order to be a teacher, this is what I was told. This is what I was told. The shaman's face looked at me in the eyes and he says, "Do you say yes? Remember, if you say yes, you're going to go through it 100 times more than the people in front of you. Why? Because you need to be strong enough for those people all in front of you, that if they were still like melted in a pot, they still wouldn't be you. And you wouldn't be you if it wasn't for all of them. See, there's no greater than, bigger than. Teachers are teachers, but that's the yes I said too. I said yes to that one. I did. So this rite is very intense for teachers, although very much like the first vibe, this one is more of, they really do have the peace within contained in them, and you wouldn't even know what's going on with them because of the container they've become to endure it and to absorb it and live through that. So it's expansion. There's a lot of expansion with the box here, with the skeleton box here. It's because, you know, this is a repeated message that always comes out in the readings, is that we don't want any of our past coming with us. But in this vibe here, it's very strong in boundaries, what your word is. It's not my way or the highway. It's my word is my what I say so. And I'm willing to listen. You know, the magic is in the listening. And you're always protected as you are exposed. Your being a teacher is very much exposing yourself. When you teach passionately, when it's something you're an expertise of, or love showing others, or love telling others, there is when it feels home to you, that's where the reward is. That's where the serenity is. That's where you feel serene. And it's like a recharge. So it's a balance of how much you're giving here. So for you, you've managed to, you know, you've really worked out the balance of what that is, the give and take, because it's a balance. Because you can't give more than you don't have to give. Then you're depleted, burnt out, drained, or you're either put in a box where you can't express it. So that's another one here too, is the expansion or some kind of the expression. It's time to shine. So you've balanced it out. These are more my observers. Of course, they are my teachers. This section's my teachers. And there's no place like home. You can't see yourself doing anything else you've tried. Even when you were doing something other than self, what you're doing now, it's always been in that kind of a role, even if you were a team player or got fired for being that one that stuck out. But you'll have options. You're going to come out of the... There's been sadness and grief across the lands, I've told you, but you're coming home. And when you're home, you can bow and let it like emote. See, I told you, you're the ones that can contain it and not show it. You can have the most fucked up day and you can show up for what you do and people wouldn't know it, because once you show up to do it, you're like set free, and that doesn't even exist. Like for me, that's what I feel like when I do yoga. The type of yoga I teach, the type of yoga that I train people in, I'll show up for that. I could go from beast mode to peace mode. But that's what this vibe is about. And, you know, there's something to be said about, you know, going through that kind of stuff, because then you really can be for others, you know, because you know what... It's not compassion either. It's just like... It's not compassion. It's a real, like, knowing. Like you know each other because of whatever experience, whatever the transaction is between you two. It's like there's just a knowing already. And yeah, it's time to shine and have some fun. And this is getting grounded. You know, if you've been listening to the readings and your order's been placed and it's heard, it's exploding everywhere, everyone. I'm going to be real excited to hear all of you what has come towards you. I'm spitting on the table. What the hell? That's how juicy it's going to be. Because there's the... Okay. I went on and on. I just got into it going, whoa, okay. So there's a level of celebration here. There's the platform will appear, whatever that is, and you will get to show your talents. You will get to be your talents. You will get to be your what you vision plus a lot more than that. You'll get to shine. So it'll start to live outside where you can see it and people can appreciate it, and your whole world will change. It's been a rough, tough ride on this one. It's grounding, third eyes open. It's just so beautiful to be here. When teachers show up, how much we're taken care of. And I'm saying we're taken care of because I consider myself a teacher, but I call myself a practitioner. You actually practice what I'm teaching. And there's many modalities I combine. I don't just do one. I'm not a traditional nothing. I'm just me. It's the serpent way and the medicine way that's led me to how I do things. Also, a lot of us that have been putting our energies into self and into a subject or in some kind of place where you've had to train maybe or isolate or give up things, especially in your heart space area. For my singles out there, whoever's coming towards you, wow. Yeah, the little Muerta skull in this box is laughing at me. It's very passionate. It's very, there's a spider in here as well, like very divine feminine energy. Ah, this coffee's so good. So before I go further, I'm going to change the vibe of the music. See what else is on this playlist. Because I don't know what's on this playlist. Oh, this is pretty. This guitar song's pretty. Okay. So network. Again, across the readings and across the lands of this magic reading table, a lot of really good, like, strong connections are coming into your network of people, because this is very much collabing with others. Even though there are teachers here that we're our own bosses, we are leaders, but we work with other leaders as well. It doesn't take away from or veer you anyway. We all like kind of weave and work with each other here. Like when someone comes to me for reading and I really don't know, or maybe somebody asks me, do you know such and such, anybody that does this, or it comes up in a reading, because I do readings and have associated myself with many people, I have resources. So that's what I'm feeling here too. You have a lot of resources. Those will also change and grow. Lots of expansion here. Your game's going. Your gift is that you can contain those moments where it gets intense. And people don't realize how intense. Because how you experience it is on levels that have you questioning. It's the best way I can put it. But somehow we managed to make it through because we've been given that strength. So what the cards here on the bottom, I'll just go ahead and show you and name them as I go across. There's the Jesus dude. What is he called? I think he's called teacher. Yeah, great teacher. There you go. So that's top card here, followed by the Emperor. I love like there's marijuana leaves here. For our psychonauts in the audience that vibed with the Blue Muerta, yes, psychonauts here, plant medicine people, paired with this beautiful Argonite piece here. She's a repeat here, is the lovely Eight of Cups, returning home. Because you know, like when you're teaching, you're serene, that's where your peace is, that's where your reward is. It's fulfilling. And maybe perhaps there have been some moments here. That's how come I started doing these readings, to check in what that was about. So at least I can tell you that it's very temporary, because this is coming quick, and there's the night. This is where you get to shine. This is where you get to show your skills. It's moving forward. It's a big fuck yes. The party, the celebration part, the fun part, the sharing part, the people showing up part. Because look at this beautiful celebration here. This is their version of the chariot. And usually the chariot is, it's depicted as someone riding on top of a wagon with the two horses in front with the reins. This is like you arrived. Just step on in. Look at the taken care of here. It even looks like some kind of ceremony, like a wedding or a ritual, and it's all good because the ancestors like going, fuck yes, you have arrived. It has arrived. And this is getting grounded with the pine cone, third-eyed pine cone. Because at first, you know, you got to work out all this here. And then the third eye opens, boom. The focus comes, the ideas come. You'll have really good people with you, helping you to heal those wounds. People that have your back now. So you know, you don't have to worry about why, because you're the teacher, you know who people are. This is the fun part of the reading here. Where's the magic box? Okay. So some of the objects made it to the table, and some of them stayed in the box. Isn't it cute? So what was left was the passionate, sparkly skull. It's like a pinkish ruby. There's sweetness here, fun, good network here. They were touching each other, and this one was in the corner, because this is the one I'm picking up on too, which is another repeat, is the love life, the heart space area, the partnership, the sacral sex, the soulmate, whatever, those type of connections, all right? They're coming from out of nowhere. See the big hurricane there in the middle? Well, it's about to hit. It's hitting all over the lands. There's many places that it's going. Because that's how it is when you meet certain people, or you get together, and it's mind-blowing how people just get together, period. So that was your game, or how you're doing in that game. Hope I didn't go into too much of a tangent, because that was a really good hit. And if you watch and tune into the readings, there's always a section that I'll tend to like hang out more. And it's not because of the weed, it's because of the vibe. Like, I felt a very nice serpent vibe here with this one. So maybe that's a south direction, and you started in the east, which it makes, you know, if you want to do all sections, there's always a reason why it goes the direction it does on this table. I see words funny, so I was going to say the white bitch, but it's the white witch, be the light. Oh, there's that beautiful owl. Barn owl. I like the heart-shapedness and the mirrored effect that the barn owl has here. It's going to be interesting what I feel with this. So this was paired with the bumblebee and this slab, which is 3D when you look at it in the light even. Look, I'm even getting sparkle from off of it. It's beautiful, like it pops, like you look at it like, it's 3D when you look at it in the light. That's what it looks like. Okay. Okay, let me tune into this one. Whew. Well, how's your game going? I really do like all of these because there's still a sense of calm. Even though we've been a little stirred up, I think I think this section is why your game's going well. I like this one. These are the mischievous people. Okay, there's always the novella section. This is my novella section. Thank you for showing up and making me laugh, because there has to be some kind of comedy here, some kind of, where we can laugh and lighten things up. Because this is a very young feeling vibe. You're kind of like, I'm okay where I'm at. And I wouldn't be for where I'm at if it wouldn't have been for the people around me. So you're very in tune with your nectar and tribe. It doesn't mean blood family. It just means a particular group of people that have helped you through this. There's a page of wands here, a king of cups, and the judgment card. The judgment card, like I said, this is not traditional tarot. These are people that have come into your life that have given you wisdom. Maybe they've given you a place to stay, help, took you to a concert, whatever, supported you and held you up during a time where things weren't going well. Remember, I was tapping into that crazy space last week. But this has been ongoing, but really, when it comes down to how your game's going, it's because you have a really good, strong network around you. Like someone you could look up to, someone that has a reminder for you or teaches you something like, wow, okay, I'll add that to my recipe, is the type of vibe here. And you're sitting waiting for news as well, like everyone else seems to be. But you have a piece about this that, I mean, look, you have your spirit animal here is the barn owl. I'm going to show you the images here early. Let's see what I can show you here. Okay, here she is. The white witch. The white bitch. I'm like, what? In particular, the owl's face. And I look into that owl's face of what's beginning to birth there. And there is a pentacle here, which I think it's like everything. Money, stability, where you live, who you talk to, it's everything. And you've gotten lots of insights through that type of a family. So this is people around you helping guide you. Very young spirit here, and maybe the experience or Something like that. This is the Page of Wands. Isn't that cute? You little mischievous little thing. What you getting into? Mischievous. But it adds fun. There's nothing wrong with being mischievous. It can be fun. This is another like really strong, stern support as well. Because you have a tendency to be a funny one or play it off. That came off my table, the other reading as well. But it has this is a person that is stern from the heart space. Like a teacher or a guide. Or one that's older sister, whatever that is, you know. A friend. So this is how gangster your family, your tribe is. They'll get you out of that fucking grave. They're like, girl, come on, put on your fucking dress, get those heels on, let's go. And you know, like I said, there's a lot of stern because they have a deep appreciation and love you very much. So let go of the taking it personal. Because this white bitch here, I know you're going through it too. But it's a very young approach, like you do have a lot of people helping you, so embrace that. So that's how your game is going. If you were drawn to these two. This is very to the point. So in other words, saying that you are supported. And then you do a good job reaching out when you're freaking out, or do you know this like when you're reaching out for advice or anything like that. So good job. I like how everybody's game is going. Even though those are my little novellas over there, being a little mischievous about it. But yeah, that's what makes things a little fun. Like I tell people, I like to fuck with people, I like to play. In a good way, not fuck them over. Not scandalous and just... It's a playful vibe is what I'm saying. Rainbow bracelet. So we have the fire guardian to start, and we have the air guardian to complete the 4 piles here. She has like this resting bitch face, this one, this air guardian. She's all bitch. Who are you paired with that you're looking like this chickie? My heart again, like you guys. I know why you're pissed off. How's your game going? If you're pissed off, can't resist that, huh? I mean, let yourself be pissed off. Oh, you'll be leaving soon enough. These are the people that their game is a very big move. Bigger than they think, bigger than if you chose this, bigger than you think. So it's been taking some time for that process because you don't want any surprises in this transition. Why? Because you don't need any more brokenness whatsoever. Nobody does here. But enough of that. There's a warning here. with the rainbow. There's certain ties here that are not well for you at this time, and there's much protection. This air guardian, air moves quick here in my table. Any type of air, anything. This is paired with the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. I think it's the 9. I can't see all the swords in the card. I only see 3. This is not a 3 of Swords. I think I find it very interesting as well that we have had kings. That one was a knight. Oh, there was an emperor here. There's been male energy here on this reading. So that means, like I said, there's like a sternness. There is a queen, okay. But they're like the queen, the king energy. So these are like strong messages here. So yeah, this is the Nine of Swords. Well, good. We are leaving soon. We are departing soon. Isn't that annoying? Like when you're on a plane and it's taxing for fucking ever to take off, or, you know, stop so you can get off of it, whichever one it is. It's coming. Your patience is rewarded. And they just said, look, the plans ahead, they need to be like so that when you show up, they're ready for you. So how's your game going? Yeah, I know you're pissed off, but just know that you will be leaving whatever you are so charged up about leaving behind. That will be happening. There is some fine-tuning here, and you'll understand as you go through it before spring equinox happens, because these are like this tracking before the spring happens, mostly, because that's when I see this like all like, ooh, these doors are opening. But with the Ten of Cups here, where I know you're going home, it's just that you don't want any surprises. So these surprises that could potentially not go down good on your travels or in this transition are being alleviated at this time. So how your game's going is there's movement happening with you don't see. And it's just asking to temper down the drama within the self, because it's coming. You have the Ten of Cups here, really. You're doing well. All the piles are doing well. Everything's moving. So if that makes sense to you, either of those 4, let me know. Write a comment, a reply. I know most of you reply on Instagram. That's fine too. Let me know how it's going. Let me know if this makes sense to you. I'm tracking it. You're my reality TV. Through the one-on-one readings, that's how I know what's going on out there. That's the real deal, is what shows up on my table through all of you. So I'll be showing up soon. You know I always pop up random. And you know how to get in touch with me if you want a reading from me one-on-one. And we have fun. I'll be back soon, everyone. Interesting reading. Interesting.